Hello everybody, it's the Bricklord here, back with another Ninjago video, and episode reviews are returning because we did just get the last two episodes of Season 14, The Island, and so yeah, episode reviews are back. I'm going to go ahead and do episode 3 and 4, but yeah, so today we're going to do a review for Ninjago Season 14, Episode 3, The Gift of Jay. And if you guys don't remember how these will work, it's relatively simple, and it's probably how most other Ninjago YouTubers are doing their reviews. But firstly, I'll talk about the pros, the good things, and then I'll talk about the cons and bad things, and then I will give it a score out of 10. But yeah, with all that said, without holding up anything else, we're just going to go ahead and dive right into this review and talk about the third episode of The Island, The Gift of Jay. And one last thing before we start is the warning of spoilers. Please click off this video now if you have not watched the third and fourth episode of The Island in English. This review is going to contain spoilers for episode 3. So please click off this video, go watch the episodes in English, enjoy those, and then come back to this video. So once again, this is warning of spoilers. But with all that said, we are going to go ahead and start the review right now. And I forgot, silly me, at the beginning when I said I was going to talk about pros, cons, and score out of 10. I also am going to talk about the plot. So with that said, we're going to talk about the plot of the episode. And the whole plot of this episode firstly starts off with all of the ninja except Lloyd get locked up. They do find Wu, Clutch Powers Misako, and Clutch Powers helpers. But then Jay is basically spared per se and taken somewhere else. And then Lloyd is out there in the jungle with Twitchy Tim, and then, Lloyd is basically going to mount a rescue to save his friends. And then Zippy helps him. And then we kind of get the ninjas sneaking around the Keeper's village trying to find Jay. Idiot moron Clutch Powers tries to steal the amulet. And then they get taken to the coastline and tied up. And then the Keepers basically have a little meeting, talk about like the storm spirit Wochira. And then they send Jay off, and we kind of get a mini glimpse at kind of what Wochira is going to look like. But yeah, that's the basic plot of this entire episode. So yeah, simple. And now for the pros of this episode. Firstly, I have to say that there is a lot of pros to this episode. I did enjoy this one quite a bit. I enjoyed the plot. The whole Lloyd rescue mission, saving everybody, was good. Zippy was fine. And all of the ninja actually were pretty good. I liked learning a little bit more about the Keepers in Wochira, them making a funny sacrifice out of Jay. And then also there was a hilarious line from Kai and Nia when they were tied up on the coastline, and Kai said, well, who would even want Jay? And Nia's like, me? And so, good humor and stuff. So I really did enjoy the majority of this episode, and a lot of good choices, I think. I mean, for it only being 10 minutes, I do think they packed a lot of good stuff into it, and there was good action. As I mentioned before in the other reviews, animation is still stellar, looks excellent. The designs of everything are great. So yeah, a lot of pros in this episode as a whole. Now for the cons of this episode. And for the cons of this episode, there's really only a couple for me. Firstly, I would just say that it's not a huge con, and I still enjoyed it, but the whole kind of Lloyd off on his own, having to basically save everybody, kind of the Lloyd side plot, is what most people would call pretty cliche and overused. I mean, I don't think it was terrible, but just kind of an overused thing, but it doesn't really bug me a whole lot, but I figured I'd mention it here. But the major con for me for this episode is freaking Clutch Powers. God dang it. I'm not going to curse on this channel. I am a family-friendly channel, but why? Can they not freaking redeem Clutch Powers? I mean, they keep making him worse and worse and digging his hole just deeper, and he's just a worse and worse character every time we see him. It's just absolutely terrible. They just keep making him worse, and I figured that with this new exploration kind of island season, I figured they could maybe redeem him from season 11, but totally wrong there. So yeah, they're absolutely screwing over Clutch Powers. So definitely a con, I mean, for this episode and his character as a whole. I mean, it's not gonna completely destroy this episode just because Clutch Powers is stupid, though. Because, I mean, I do think the most of the episode is good, but yeah, Clutch Powers is really the major issue with this episode, if anything, though. So, yeah. And now for a score out of 10. And yeah, for a score out of 10, well, if you guys couldn't tell, I really did enjoy this episode, and really the only con is freaking Clutch Powers, but that's only one really major con. I do think the rest of this episode was really, really solid, and I did thoroughly enjoy it. It was a good plot, good everything, and for that, I'm going to give this a pretty decent score out of 10. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed this episode, and it's probably my favorite from Season 14 in all. And that'll really just about wrap up this video for my Ninjago Season 14 The Island Episode 3 review, The Gift of Jay. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another fun one to make. I enjoy making these videos. So yeah, if not a whole lot else to say though, I do want to mention right now before I forget that I do have my own Discord server. If you guys would like to join that, the link will be down in the description of this video. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting a like, that would be appreciated. If you guys are not subscribed, if you guys would consider hitting that subscribe button, I would like to try to reach 150 subscribers here in the near future. And if you guys are already subscribed and have not hit that notification bell where it's ringing, that would be appreciated as well, so you guys don't miss anything from me. But yeah, really not a whole lot else to say. I will probably do the episode 4 review right after this one. It'll probably come out within a few hours at most of this one being posted. So just go ahead and stay tuned for that though. But yeah, really not a whole lot else to say though. So without holding up any more of your guys' time, I thank you for watching once again. And I will see you all in the next video. So bye!